Inside a room encased in frost, 6 people stand around a massive breach in the floor. Despite the sub-zero temperatures, they are laughing. They treat the cold air blowing in from the hole as a minor inconvenience rather than a threat. This group assumes their environment is a controlled simulation. They believe that because cameras are visible and legal protections exist, the system will prevent any actual harm from occurring. In engineered environments, people often experience an illusion of safety. This is a textbook application of manufactured scarcity. By restricting a vital resource, the designer bypasses social etiquette and triggers deep-seated survival instincts. The goal is to force a shift from collective cooperation to individual competition. The group identifies the manipulation immediately. They choose to share the jacket in shifts, consciously rejecting the invitation to fight over the resource. While they resisted this initial prompt, their cooperation remains untested by high-stakes trauma. Their social bond is currently resting on the assumption that the game still has rules. The group maintains their teamwork to retrieve an object frozen inside a block of ice, using a fishing rod and magnet to pull it from the dark water below. The simulation ends when the ice gives way. A player named Danny falls through the floor and disappears into a strong underwater current. The realization is immediate. The cameras and the legal protections are irrelevant. The environment is capable of killing them, and their previous sense of security was a total fabrication. Sudden, lethal trauma typically voids all previous social contracts. When the physical world becomes unpredictable and deadly, the group's logical framework for cooperation collapses. As Danny is lost to the current, the group turns on the only witness. Cooperation is replaced by an interrogation, as the players look for a human source to blame for the environmental disaster. This models the brain's executive function under normal conditions. The prefrontal cortex manages complex reasoning required for social trust. As hypothermia sets in, core temperatures drop and the prefrontal cortex fails. This deterioration leads to confusion, memory loss, and hallucinations. Their cognitive decline fuels a psychological breakdown. They stop viewing others as teammates and start searching for a villain, suspicious of each other's pasts and hidden motivations. The designer's objective is achieved. The combination of trauma and physical cold turns the player's own biology against them, making internal conflict more dangerous than the room. At the height of their paranoia, the group realizes that their infighting is ensuring their death. Every minute spent interrogating each other is a minute they lose to the cold. They are left with a final physical barrier. The extraction tool is still encased in a solid block of ice, and they have no external nor their mutual suspicion. They decide to use the only resource they have left, each other. They huddle in a tight circle around the ice block, pressing their bodies together to minimize heat loss. By following a single set of directions, they concentrate their remaining metabolic energy on the frozen mass. By pooling their body heat, they convert their shared biological vulnerability into a singular energy source capable of melting the ice and freeing the tool they need. Their combined heat melts the block. The exit is unlocked, and the group escapes the freezing chamber together. The architectural barriers and mechanical tasks were secondary to the actual challenge, the group's internal cohesion. The room was designed to see if the players would turn on each other before they could solve the physical problem. Human survival in high-stress, low-resource environments depends on the conscious decision to maintain cooperation, even when the biological and psychological pressure to be selfish becomes overwhelming.